original index of the vehicle. Okay. Is that still registered to you?
Nope.
No. Because on that
I don't believe
index,
it ever was.
That shows that this vehicle does not have insurance. And what I'm asking you to do is to provide us with details that we can check to see if this vehicle has insurance and if you have a driving licence to drive it.
We can produce that.
I can produce that, but obviously I can't do it right now.
No, you don't have to produce it because all our systems now, I can check everything within seconds. So if you provide me the information,
but our system is not attributed to your system.
And you can be on
Did you hear what I said? I have a private insurance, so it's paperwork you have to see.
All the insurance
It's a private
companies
insurance.
are on our database
No, not
now.
my insurance company.
Okay. What about a driving licence?
Are you required to have it?
No, but I can check it.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. Like I said, the paperwork states what it needs to state, so...
Yeah, not your driving licence details, it doesn't.
It states what it needs to state about the driver's licence on there. It does.
Details, and that's what I need to check.
Why do you need to check that?
Because I need to check you've got a driving licence.
Are you required to have one?
To drive a vehicle on a road.
Alright, like it says...
We're not driving, we're travelling.
I'm travelling on my journey, like you said. Yeah, and you're right now, you're forestalling my journey on the Queen's highways and roads.
Are you going to provide me with your name and date of birth so I can check if you've got a full substantive driving licence?
The documentation
Are
has
you
what it
required
needs
to
on
give
it.
your name?
That's the question I'm asking you.
Am I required?
Yes.
Why?
By what law?
By what law? Yeah, by what law?
Because I need to check if you've got a driving licence.
But why
We
what
need to check that law.
By what law?
By what law?
Yeah.
Under the Road Traffic
No, you
Act.
said I'm required by...
You
said I'm required by law.
I did explain that to you already, didn't I?
Like I said, my paperwork explains all of that.
Daniel, your provisional
My paperwork explains all of that.
You don't have a driving license.
I don't have a provisional license, do I?
It's expired.
I don't have a provisional license, do I?
have one, but it's
I do not have a provisional license.
I'm not required to have a license. I'm not required to have one.
No, you have no license.
I'm not required to have one.
Just checked.
Are we
I
required?
don't know what you've checked.
Ask me if you're required to have one.
And again, as I stated, yeah, what this says, my paperwork says again. Like I said, if you feel that there's something that I haven't done or I'm not in accordance with, yeah, for whatever reason, the DVLA have notified me already that what you will do is notify whoever needs to be notified. So, in that case, what I suggest is that you do that because I haven't committed a crime. I haven't broken any laws.
Where's the injured party?
We are showing that you have no driving licence because your provisional has expired, okay? Now, because of that, we would have to report you for the offences of driving on a road
And travelling.
without a driving licence, and also
as my
no
documentation
insurance,
states,
this vehicle is shown as
I'm
having
travelling
no insurance.
in my private conveyance.
Because of that, we're going to seize your vehicle and it will be impounded.
So do you know that you constable... What's this? Hey! What's this woman's number?
Provide us with an address.
What's this woman's
that we
number?
can check. Yeah?
What's her number? Say it for me, please.
She's got my number.
901 WW901, yeah, is saying
She won't identify herself.
It's going to be removed. And look, they've taken my paperwork and haven't even given my paperwork.
Can we have his paperwork back, please? Because that's theft.
If you don't provide us
We will be reporting theft otherwise.
so we can check, then you will be arrested.
I provided. It's on my documentation. So please, can you
How
take
can
what...
we prove you live there?
Well, excuse me, what you've done is check the name on the documentation, yeah? And you haven't done it in the substance of the name of how it is, yeah? So, you
You're
therefore
not telling us
can check the address. No, but
information.
wait, you therefore can check the address on the documentation too. Do you get what I'm saying? It's as simple
Can
as
anyone
that.
else confirm where you live? What about your sister?
What area have we just come from?
Can
What
you
road?
confirm his home address?
What road was we on? What's the name of the road?
Bed.
No, not you. Alright, there you go. There you go. No, that's enough. That's enough.
No, it's not.
What you do now, no, because you haven't seen the documentation, it's in their hands. So it's more than enough. And like I said, you can check what you need to check of the documentation and make...
You're not.
If someone else can confirm.
But I don't think that you've been very
You're trying to
cooperative.
deceive us.
I'm being cooperative. You're not being very cooperative. You're meant to afford me equal rights and respect. Where's the oath? I've got your... Do you remember the oath that you swore? Do you actually remember the oath that you swore? Do you actually remember it? It says, I do solemnly and sincerely declare, and I've given you the fact that it's on the documentation, and that sister, sister has confirmed.
Here's a home address.
She can confirm it, because they can't use that against you.
Yeah.
You need to tell them that it's, what they're trying to do is only given the force of law by consent.
Because I need to confirm where he lives in order to report him for offences. Otherwise, he'll get arrested.
Well, give her authorisation.
No licence, no insurance.
No, but that's fine, because the DVLA says that that's all they'll do.
No, the DVLA
Do you get what I'm
says,
saying?
according to our database, the DVLA says that your provisional licence is expired.
No, but I'm saying in the documentation that the DVLA sent back to me,
Insurance.
and I said I can provide you with the documentation. I can provide all of that. The documentation that the DVLA sent to me said that if there is a problem, if the police have a problem, they will report that issue.
Report what?
They will report the issue. Whatever, like what you're saying, you report the issue to the appropriate authority, like what you're saying you're going to do. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's not a problem.
But unfortunately, Daniel,
It says it on the letter there.
Confirm now.
You don't.
But like I've said,
you have a driving licence.
No.
Yeah?
We're not required to have one.
With you providing me with no information, all I can go on is that documentation, and I have done checks, and those checks show you have an expired provisional. Now, unless you,
said,
give me any other information, then what else can I do?
if you choose to report me, then report me.
Sorry?
I said, if you choose to report me, then report me.
Well,
because like I said, at that time,
yeah.
I will have no choice but to provide that documentation, won't I? Won't I? I will have no choice but to
How
do
are you
that.
going to provide documentation?
Because I've got it. I've got what I need to have. This is what
Where?
I'm trying to say.
Where?
We've got it.
Where
I've
have you
got it.
that
I will have to
documentation?
contact my insurance, the insurance people.
No,
the
not insurance, a driving licence.
Oh,
It's not about the
We're not
insurance
required to have one.
At the moment, it's about, I'm asking about the driving licence.
And what did your colleague said? I don't have
An
a provisional.
provisional.
So something about a provisional, and you said you're going to report me for that. So
So
I
report him.
can't report you for it because I can't confirm your address.
Well, that's too.
But I said the address is on the documentation.
No, but I need it confirmed.
You just
That's
confirmed
what
it.
I'm
But you
asking
just confirmed it with sister.
Confirm it. No, she can't give me a door number.
It's on the paperwork.
Know your door number.
Like
on
I
the
said,
paperwork.
I've been as cooperative as possible by providing you with everything on my paperwork. Everything about the natural being, is on the paperwork.
Not the legal
Yeah?
person.
So this is what I'm trying to say to you. There's nothing different that I'm going to say to you that differs from the paperwork. Do you understand?
In which case, then, you have got an expired provisional. You agree to that, do you?
No.
No.
No. So you've got a full driving licence?
We're required to have one.
I've gone through this. I'm not going to answer any more questions about my driver. I'm not being funny because you're making me answer questions again and again and again
That's
and
what
again.
they do.
I don't like that.
Are
I don't
you
appreciate
required?
that.
Genuinely,
Are
I
you
don't
required?
appreciate that.
to establish the situation,
And I'm genuinely.
and I'm trying to
You're trying to deceive
sort it
us
out
into a
for you
cohesion
Sorry.
so
contract.
you don't get arrested.
1 second. I'm freezing cold in here. I'm going to turn on the engine. I'm not going to. No attempts to
please
drive
don't turn
off.
on the engine.
I
If you
can't
turn on
put
the
in heat.
engine, I fear that you may drive off. Do you understand?
Can I ask my
that?
sister to drive and stand in front of the car?
No.
Can you get a police car to block me in?
No.
Why?
What if you ram us?
I'm not
We're
going
not-
to do that.
We're peaceful people.
Can she stay?
We don't believe in
No
violence.
problem.
Asking you.
We don't believe in
We
violence.
don't believe in violence. Do
We
you know
don't
what?
carry weapons.
But,
How do I know you
but for
don't
argument's
carry
sake,
weapons?
Because we don't carry weapons.
Because I'm a peaceful person.
You guys are the only ones with weapons. You're the only ones with weapons here.
Calm down.
I don't even know who you are.
On face value, this is my travelling partner. But on face value, like what I'm trying to say to you is, you are actually, I can say, affording me a certain amount of respect.
What, sorry?
You are affording me a certain amount of respect. I won't say fully, yeah. And on face value, no, wait for me. I would say that you're a nice person. So why on face value you can't say that about me?
Right.
I'm being very peaceful.
You have no idea.
I'm very
who I
peaceful.
am, whether I'm a nice person. Daniel, listen. What I'm telling you is, I am trying to help you out.
No, you're not.
Yes?
Trying to deceive us.
By requesting simple information from you that
And
I
we're
can check our
requesting.
system,
A request.
and that will be sorted out within minutes, and you are refusing.
As are you.
Refusing.
You are.
I haven't refused.
Well, you've
I haven't
refused. You
I've
guys have
supplied
refused to identify
documentation. I've
yourselves.
supplied
I
documentation.
Need to confirm your address, don't
And
I?
It's been
I keep
confirmed.
saying it's been confirmed. It's on
No,
the
it
document.
hasn't.
It is. It's on the
It's on a
documentation.
letter. I need to confirm it. I need to.
All right, then.
The same letter you got his name from.
Wrote back to me at that address. So it's doubly confirmed. I have put it as a correspondence address for the DVLA, and they have wrote back to me at that address. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's doubly confirmed, and you have all that documentation. Whatever, I don't know what you've done with it. And I've just asked you.
Register. Are you on the
I've just
postal
asked you.
register, Daniel? I can check that.
I would have no idea about that.
Well, do you vote? You must know if
I
you
don't-
vote.
I don't
'Cause I
vote.
can check the register.
I don't vote. I don't consent to this government's treasonous acts.
They're traitors to this country.
What about any of these guys? Do they know?
They've told you at Bedford Hill. They've confirmed it. They've told you we've just come from.
They haven't.
We've just come. They asked them
They haven't.
where
Do
we've
you
just
know
come
his
from.
home address? No. Ballon. Number. Door number. No. How about, can we ring someone?
And what's that going to clarify?
Someone must know your home address in your phone who can help you out.
They're just trying to get the joinder, mate. I'm trying to get joinder.
No.
We're going around this. So I've told you it's on the documentation. I'm not trying to be. I'm
Ask
not trying
if
to
you're
hold
under
up
arrest.
what you're doing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Ask if
I'm
you're
under
under
arrest. Excuse me. I'm
Oh,
under
yeah,
arrest.
You will be.
No,
Why?
am I? Are we being
Am I?
detained?
You will
Am
be.
I? No, but am I?
Not
For
at
what?
this precise moment in time.
So am I being detained?
Yes.
For?
For confirming your details.
Under
And
what
why-
law?
Be
Un-
removed anyway. We're waiting for removal truck.
Under what law?
Who's the removal truck? This is what I was saying. 901 is your number, yeah?
Yeah.
WW901.
And your name,
Removing
sorry?
my vehicle, yeah? So you are making yourself liable for this notice here as well.
And your name?
I'll be put.
And your name, sorry.
I'll be putting a county court judgment on you to be paying me every day until I get my vehicle back, and I will be getting it back.
Please do, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's a joke?
No problem.
Not just you, but your area commander as
As
well.
you know, it's common law jurisdiction. This is what you work under. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
No harm, loss, or injury. I haven't done that, so I don't know why.
Oh, no
I'm being-
breach of the peace, but you're
No
only
breach of the
trained in
peace.
that.
And you're breaching my peace right now by stopping me from going about my
Yeah. And you
lawful
got us in
peace business.
fear.
Like I said to you,
You've
going
got
to
us
the
in
police station.
fear.
It is lawful.
It is lawful.
It is lawul. This is
Under
why-
61 of the
wait,
Magna
'cause
Carta.
I'm talking. Sorry, this is. You're saying I'm not listening, but I'm speaking. I'm explaining something to you, and you've cut me. You've cut me.
The right index
It
number,
is. It is. It is. This is like I said to you.
Your index
We
plate
can
don't
go to the
exist.
police station. You can follow me. We was going there. Do you get what I'm saying?
Doesn't exist.
It does. It does. It exists. It's on the car.
AW0L as a vehicle index plate does not exist.
It's
on the police
AWO.
national-
Well, that's down to
way of
DVLA.
life.
Yeah.
Freedom,
Yeah.
yeah?
That's-
Freedom. Know your rights, know the constitutional law that you are supposed to be
your
upholding,
index doesn't-
yeah? And know that you can be free and do this.
doesn't
Yes, it does.
exist.
It doesn't have to exist
does
in your
exist,
system,
it's on
it's
there.
just in our system.
It does have to.
No, it does not have to.
That's down to DVLA not updating their records.
All right, cool.
That's down to
Cool.
DVLA not updating their
Cool.
system. But they have been sent notice, you know, and they have taken notice of the notice, so it's down to them to update their system.
If there was an index that could be put on a vehicle, it would be shown under retention.
Well, then that's down to that business and the way they do their business, like your business,
So
you know.
it doesn't exist at all. You can't just make indexes up.
It's not made up.
So hold on. How did the vehicle come? What's that vehicle? Is that not a made-up index? RJ10VTT. It's a made-up index. Whether it got registered at a point or not, it was made up.
So that's what makes it.
It's registered.
It was made up.
So that's what makes it exist.
I'm saying
Being registered.
It's registered. That's
Being
what
registered makes it exist, is it?
Yours
Yeah?
is registered.
Yes, it is.
It is
Yeah?
registered.
It's
It is
registered
registered.
to the lawful owner. Unfortunately, you guys that registered your vehicles do not own them. You're registered keepers. I'm
You're not
a
the owner.
lawfully registered owner. End of story. I'm not a registered keeper. It's my vehicle. It's in my possession at all times.
private property.
If it's stolen and I need your assistance in recovering it, I will come to the police station and tell you and show you that my vehicle's been stolen, to where you could stop somebody driving it. It does exist because I'm making it exist to you,
Either registration.
legally or lawfully. Check,
Legally.
use your words. Well, I don't deal with legal. I deal
We
with
did lawful.
Yes.
Lawful.
Your
Lawful.
law and real
Yeah?
law.
Lawful. Real law.
Constitutional law is real law, sir.
Thank you. So your law
It's the
is
founding.
fake,
It's the basis
and
of
my
all
law
laws.
is real.
Constitutional law is the basis of all laws, sir.
Relevant to this.
What you just said, sir, is an act of treason.
Because hear what
by
I'm
the
saying.
way.
This is what I was trying to explain to you, yeah? Can I... Yeah, this is... It's very good that I can show you this right now anyway. If you could just give
My
me
man
one
just committed
second.
treason by saying constitutional
Basically,
law
your
don't
oath says,
exist.
You solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that you will well and truly serve the Queen in the office of Constable. Right now, that's all I need to read to you. Because what this means, yeah, I've got the Queen's oath here, yeah?
She's in breach of that.
By Elizabeth, yeah? That's the Queen's oath, yeah? What it says here is, I will, to the utmost of my power, maintain the laws of God and the true profession of the gospel, which is what you should be maintaining.
It says nothing
the
in
law
there
of
about
God,
that.
nothing about statutes, acts, parliament or legislation.
So we want the Queen present in
Wait,
court.
sorry. So if your job is to well and truly serve the Queen, sincerely and solemnly, that first and foremost, God's law, is what you should be upholding. So what law is different?
At the moment,
What law is different? You're quiet now, aren't you, officer?
Yeah.
Quiet.
At the moment,
Prick.
this is nothing to do with God. This is to do
Yes, it
with
is.
the law
Because we are all
of
God's
land.
children.
And our job is to enforce those laws.
Well,
But you're not telling us
law of
the
the
laws.
land. No, wait, do you hear what you just said?
Yeah.
This is to do with the law of the land. Do you know what the law of the land is and the law of the seas are?
You are required to have a driving license.
Under what law?
Register your vehicle, to have insurance.
All right, now let me explain something to you. The Road Traffic Act, no wait, the Road Traffic Act is not a law of the land. But because you're saying something that doesn't make sense.
What is it then?
A Road Traffic Act, an act is not the law of the land.
What is it then?
Yeah, it's the law of the sea. The constitutional laws
a
that was
statute.
written by the people are the laws of this land.
Which is only given the
Yeah?
force of law by consent.
Constitutional law is the laws of this
So
land.
do you think
So that's what you should be dealing with.
Do you think the people don't need driving licenses?
No.
Don't need to register
They
their
don't.
vehicle?
No.
Don't need to
They don't.
insure them?
No.
They don't.
They don't.
And if they do require how you've asked it, no. But what I'm trying to say is people say, oh, then how's things going to work? Obviously, if you want a system that works, people can do that system for themselves instead of getting pain through the nose
But
to get robbed.
you're
You
just
get what I'm saying?
generating money.
Which is what I'm doing. I've generated an insurance company with my own friends. We are our own insurance. We have our own registered mechanic.
We are
and
defending
he deals with us.
constitutional law.
I'm saying we're defending the constitutional law.
It says it's our duty to do that. And it's your duty to do that too. And not commit these acts of treason when
And
you're
you
actually
the
doing
one that said law of the land. That's constitutional law.
Yeah,
not
natural
acts of
law.
Parliament.
Not
Natural
positive law.
Positive law. Not acts of Parliament.
You have to have documentation.
I've showed you the documentation.
And you don't.
I do. I do. I do. I do. I've showed you the documentation. I even have more documentation, like I said. Do you get what I'm saying?
Needed.
In regards to the insurance, if required. If I need to produce that.
At
That's what
court,
I'm saying.
which we will do. If it goes to court.
If it goes to court.
Well, we've got a crime to commit, to report, which is why we was going to the
Like I
police
said,
station.
I was going to the police station. I was more than happy to continue this at a police station because I was on my way there. I'm still on my way there. I'm still on my way there.
Then I cannot allow you to continue on your journey until I'm satisfied you have a driving license, you have insurance, and you have
What
a
law
vehicle.
What I say to you,
says
my dear,
that?
What I say to you, my dear, what I say to you, my dear.
You're talking over me, Daniel.
No, because you've said something and you made it clear. So what I say to you, what I say to you on that is that you need to get to know the job you're supposed to be doing appropriately.
I think I
It's
know
simple
my
as that.
job.
You do not.
You don't. You know the
I'm sorry.
statutes and acts,
I'm
maybe,
sorry.
but you
Not
don't
in,
know
not
the
in
law.
its totality, not in its entirety. I'm sorry.
You don't.
I know it's not nice to be told you don't know your job.
But you don't.
I know,
you
but you don't. And I apologise for having to hurt your feelings if that's what it's done.
You haven't hurt my feelings.
Well, that's cool then, because you do not know your job. Do you get what I'm saying? Exodus 2012 on YouTube. You can even keep this because I've got another copy, personal. There's a few things you can look up.
Sorry,
It might
I can't hear you, they're most
I said
like
you can keep this if you want. It can enlighten you to a few things yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just something that I made up for people,
Oh, okay.
that I hand out to the people, you know?
Thank you for the offer, but no thank
You see what I'm saying?
See, you're not
You
interested.
don't want to get free. So
course
you
not.
will stay a slave. Unfortunately, I choose not to be a slave to the system.
And enforcing de facto
No,
laws
Yeah, and it's
of
possible
de facto
because
governments.
you're not abiding by the
We
laws
are.
that you have to in order
We are abiding
I'm
by the
abiding
law.
by the law.
We are abiding by the law.
God's
We have
law.
not broken the
No
law.
harm, no loss or injury.
It
So
has.
what,
It has.
what are you doing your job for then?
Are you the injured party?
You here to
Are you
serve
the
the
victim?
Queen. Like I've just showed you, you're here to serve the Queen. Where's that paperwork? She said she's
said-
going to uphold God's law.
It says it right
To the
there.
look, I would, to the utmost of my power, maintain the laws of God and true profession of the gospel.
Nothing about
I will,
statutes.
I will, to the utmost of my power, maintain in the United Kingdom the Protestant Reformed religion established by law, and I will maintain and preserve inviolably the settlement of the Church of England and the doctrine, worship, discipline, and government thereof, as by law established in England.
Don't do it in my
And
eyes. I'm asking you.
sorry, he's
I was
aiming
doing it on
down.
the paper. Sorry.
We apologise. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. I will preserve unto the bishops and clergy of England and to the churches there committed to their charge all such rights and privileges as by law do or shall appertain to them or any of them. The things which I have here before promised I will perform and keep, so help me God. There's nothing. I solemnly promise and swear to govern the peoples of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the Union of South Africa, Pakistan and Ceylon, and my possessions, and of my possessions, and the other territories. Yeah? Nothing about statutes and acts. He says she has to run
It's our duty to uphold
Nothing.
constitutional laws.
to their respective laws and customs. Yeah?
Laws and customs. Constitutional law. Are we required to have one?
Have you got insurance, Daniel?
Are we
You've been going
required
around
to
in a
have it?
circle. Your colleague and yourself, I've got my documentation. You said you're waiting for someone to remove the vehicle, so I don't know what's going on. Like I asked for a superior officer, a senior officer, and I've been denied that as well. So all of that. You got the numbers, yeah? You got the numbers, yeah? Have you got all the numbers?
Huh?
Have you got all the numbers?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Daniel, could I ask you to pop your bonnet so I can check the last 5 of your chassis number, just so it comes back to that index we've got, please?
Am I obligated to do that?
Well, I tell you that the problem we've got, all right? The problem is that we could suspect this vehicle is stolen.
It's not.
Because I can't check this index you're displaying because it doesn't exist on our systems. I know you're saying it exists in your systems, your world, but in ours at this precise moment it doesn't, okay? So I need to check the chassis. On the documentation you've given me, there is another index which comes back to a white Escort, and I've got that chassis number, and I just need to check that this is that chassis number, which rules out the fact that you're in a stolen vehicle, because you're saying you're not.
I believe you're trying to deceive us.
Is that fair enough?
I believe that you're trying to deceive me.
I'm not trying to deceive you. I'm not trying to deceive you.
I believe you are.
I believe that you are. Because like I said, I've given you my documentation. We're going around in circles. You said that somebody coming to remove.
We want a higher officer.
And I've asked for a senior officer.
We want a senior officer present.
And you denied me my right to a senior officer because you don't understand what I'm saying. So I've asked for a senior officer, and you're denying me that right.
No problem. No problem. We'll do it another way.
You know they're going to use force, innit?
Yeah, brother, no. Hey, get Anna to record on this phone there. Oh no! Give that to sister. Hold on. Cause they ain't got no light out there.
Are you going to get out of the car, Daniel?
I'm required to.
Daniel, are you going to get out of the car? Or are we going to have to open your door for you?
We do the same site at the same time.
Oh no! Oh no!
Are you going to open the door, Daniel?
Hey, get this to him. So what, you telling me you're forcing entry?
Are you going
For
to
what?
open the door?
For what reason? For what reason?
You're both going to be under arrest.
Why?
Because we suspect you're in a stolen vehicle.
It's
But
not stolen.
Are you going to open
It's
the
not
door?
stolen.
Are you going to open your door?
It's not stolen.
He said I didn't have to.
Are you going to open your door?
So what are you doing? You're gonna smash my windows. You're gonna cause criminal damage and assault me. Why? Why?
You advise your window.
I haven't done anything wrong though.
Let's get that.
You're taking the piss, man. You're taking the piss. I ain't done nothing wrong though.
Nothing at all.
No, this way, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, come on now, no force. No, that's not necessary, is it? Come on. No violence. No violence.
You've been in calm, okay, fella?
Yeah, I'm non-violent man.
I just want to make sure you're not going to hit me, but I'm going to take it off. Leave it switched on.
No, I'll shut it down. I just want to keep saying it's expensive. Yeah, it's very expensive. My wife wouldn't be happy, I'll tell you. There's no need to be aggressive, though, is there?
I don't know what happened over there.
No, well...
Okay?
Huh? Look what you're doing! Why are you not asking sergeant? Why are you not asking? What? You are the man right here. Why are you doing that? What's the question? Why is that necessary? Why is this necessary? The man stopped. He just come out of the car. You attacked him. For what? For what? Answer the question.
It's too tight.
That's too tight. Can you use reasonable force? Reasonable force,
Give me the
please.
lawful grounds.
Why
That's
didn't
not
you kicked it
reasonable.
off?
Oh, what grounds are you doing this? Look,
It's running right in my eyes.
look at this. Yeah, your face.
Fucking moving.
Your face.
He's not moving at all.
Your face is all on camera.
He's not struggling.
Yeah? All your faces are on camera.
I'm just concerned for our safety, that's all.
Can you explain that?
I'm in fear for my life right now. I'm in fear for my life, and I'm in fear for my friend's life. Come on, reasonable force, please, reasonable force. Reasonable force, just keep filming. That's not reasonable force. X, don't struggle.
That's the issue. They're struggling. And the more he struggles, the more pressure they have to put on extra training. So it's a bit like a positive feedback cycle.
He's not moving, he's not struggling.
He's struggling.
He's not struggling, that's not struggling.
Who's against the car?
Sorry, I've handcuffed a lot of people and I don't believe that is real.
Well, it looks pretty real to me. I'm kind of a bit scared.
You're not scared.
I am. Can't you feel me trembling?
No.
Yeah, well, I am. I assure you, I am.
You got nothing to do.
That's a bit unreasonable.
You didn't once tell him to ease off.
But he hasn't been violent.
This whole charade. He hasn't been violent. That's your justification.
It's constitutional law.
The UK doesn't have a constitution.
Oh, that is a lie. We've got
have law.
8. We've got
We don't have a legal constitution, not in the same way the United States does.
no. That's the one written document. But we have about 8.
We have an unwritten
We've got the Bill of Rights and the Magna Carta and the Statute of Westminster.
The
We have
thing
the
is,
Act
it's
of
the statute,
Settlement.
but it's the statute law that we are enforcing
But it's
today.
only given the force of law by consent, is it not? The consent of the governed.
But that's already been done, though. You can't
How?
just
By
choose
who?
which laws to obey and which laws not to.
No, I understand that, but if we don't consent to be governed, how can governments be enforced on people? That's like police state, then, isn't it? That's just like
If you think this is a
Russia,
free
really.
state, we wouldn't still be here after a couple of hours standing
Well, we're not
negotiating
far
so
from it.
pleasantly.
We're not far
Oh,
from
believe
it.
me, I've been all over the world, and this is nowhere near a police state. Imagine,
I know-
what would happen
I know
if
the
this was
common
if you did
purpose
this
government-
in a
government
South
body.
American country of your choice. Imagine what would have
We're
happened.
not far from that.
We are a long way from it. Believe me.
Do you mind if I smoke?
Yes, I'd rather you didn't just a minute. What's going on?
I've done nothing wrong. I've just been a passenger.
Once I confirm this vehicle isn't stolen, you'll be free to go.
Fine,
Okay?
thank you.
So we're not handcuffing you or anything?
All I ask
Nicky,
is
you might be sitting in the back of your car then.
Huh?
I'd rather sit down that here with you guys.
We're sitting in the back of the car, fella.
Am I under arrest?
Sit down.
Can't I
You're
just
being detained at the minute. Okay?
Can't I just
We're
stand there? I'm
sitting in the
a
back of the car,
bit in
okay?
fear of my life. Right? I am in fear of my life. I am in fear of my life. This is under duress and under protest.
Just sit yourself down there, buddy.
Alright, sir.
Okay? There you go.
Yeah? All these bodies, this is how they act. This is how they enforce their law. And they say they're policing the streets. Huh? And you've got young kids out there killing each other.
Yeah.
And this is what they're doing. We didn't use any force.
Yeah, and we've got people blowing up people and blaming terrorists, you know, a 7/7 inquest, you know.
But what it is,
Hey,
they want people to have
well, there you
freedom of
go.
speech and freedom of
Who would
group.
I go to actually report a crime of
And this is what's
sedition?
going on
Would you
now.
know?
If you don't like
Who
it,
could I report
if you don't
a
like
crime
it, you
to?
can't do nothing.
Any police officer?
Because you're wasting your time. You are paid a salary to police people. Look what you're doing with your time. Look what you're doing with your time.
Don't be abusive,
Look what you're doing.
please.
Nothing. You're doing nothing.
Sure.
You're getting paid. You're getting paid for what?
Ultra Police Station.
Unreasonable.
Response team.
Okay, no
I
problem.
don't answer your questions.
Cheers.
I don't have to.
No problem.
You can have a copy of the search and all that.
You've got 12 months.
I don't have to do
I
nothing.
think it's been down to 6 months, but let's say 12, okay?
Alright, no problem.
That'll be back to the police station, okay, dude? Got anything on your
Stop little on the bonnet.
Hang on. Yeah, plug that in there.
That's my Bible.
Officer, your colleagues with that brother there when necessary.
Phone.
Why? Because you've been
Yeah,
standing
don't worry,
around
I'll
like
get
doing
stuff
nothing.
out. Right, that
Did he
roll
use
up,
force?
please.
No.
Yeah.
Was he violent? No.
He wants to struggle, and that's why he was
He struggled, so you couldn't have been paid. In pain. Huh? It took 5 officers to handle him like that. That's not necessary. It's on camera, so you can say all the things you want to say. It's on. No, I'm not going to let you speak because you're lying. Talk the truth. Talk the truth.
Nappy bags.
Yeah, no, let you speak.
Talking the
You're
dog.
a liar.
Got to pick it up, innit?
It's on camera.
Listen to me. You don't
I
have.
don't listen to you.
You haven't even got the
Talk the
basic
truth, and I will listen. If you talk the
Civil.
truth, I will listen.
Civil.
If you talk the truth, I will listen. You hear me? Because you're a liar. Because you're a liar.
Very civil.
I'm civil. I'm very civil. No, man, I'm very civil.
Being argumentative and rude.
Yeah, that's not going to me.
Alright, so you are. So you're not being civil. So you just. Oh, well, I think all of your viewers will have seen you for a while.
Civil laws is peaceful. Alright, darling? How about that? That's like your understanding of the law is equal to mine.
Well,
We can have an argument right there. Okay?
I think all of your viewers will see you for what you are. Just go on YouTube for it.
It all goes on YouTube, doesn't it?
There you go, buddy. Stick your stuff back in your...
Cheers,
You got your driver's licence or ID?
I haven't got no driving licence now.